that's why I set this up instead of the pure duels, because it doesn't give you any freedom to navigate. Oh shit. Yeah, you're definitely teleporting on my screen. Yeah. Oh man, you're like jumping when you're in a slow moving aircraft in a stall maneuver. I can't pick the place I need to go or know if you're actually stalled. I can't read your energy because it's so robotic, if you know what I mean. It really bugs me when it happens in an online game though. So it mustn't be my internet, it must be the ping of enemies that I'm fighting. I didn't realize that. Oh my god. Is that even close? This thing keeps up well. Not quite. I'm using takeoff flaps now, you see, as well. Oh dude, I'm landing shots and then the moment I pull the trigger you're like 5-10 meters to my left or right where I aimed. I can't do this. I'm actually going to record this though, because this is one of the worst examples. Yeah. Oh my god. And what's crazy is I'm smooth for you, but you're not, so it feels like you're actually hacking in comparison. Straight vertical with a G6 is freaking crazy. Okay. Yeah, I knew this plane could do shit like this. That's why I wanted to check what it's like. Okay, I'll do a quick recording. You're still actually teleporting while on fire. It's like the flame is like pulled around in quick succession. That's insane. So it can be interesting. Oh, you're still teleporting on my screen. Not as much, but yeah. It's much easier to hit now. It's like half the amount of, what would you call it? Distance that you're teleporting, if that makes sense. So it's easier to predict and track, but yeah. Uh-oh. I could have landed those shots if I had done a better aim, but do you know when you go straight vertical and the camera fucks you over? Yeah. I actually overshot my shots. Okay, you literally teleported as I was spraying. Oh, it's in a class of its own when it comes to P51s. You see the way I flipped there? I installed speeds. That was rudder kicking. That's rudder kicking again. Do you have the Japanese premium one of these? It's even harder to fight. I momentarily lost track of you there. You know what was an insane dogfight duel that I did with Jeepus was P51 NA, the really fast one that fights jets, and he took a Focke Wolf D9, like a good solid BR lower. Exactly. The defensive flying, and they have the same energy retention, it feels like. We were literally like rolling around each other in scissors while going straight up in the vertical together. It was epic. I'm actually making a list of planes that are really fun to dogfight in a 1v1, and they're paired together in it. And this is going to be a pair as well, I'd say. And what I'll do is, whenever someone wants to do duels, I'll have a list of fun recommendations that may not even be in the matchmaker that don't fight each other, but they work really well in a 1v1. Because some things are broken in a 1v1 without having to extend for 10 kilometers, you know. And this is a good example. Maneuver kill. No, no. I'm gonna bring you into a stall fight, boy. Let's go. Oh, oh. Oh, very well done. I've killed my engine and I went 0% prop pitch and I'm just gliding for max speed. It's not gonna work, it's burning too much. I actually have macros on my mouse where I can turn off the engine when I hold down a button and press middle mouse button. And if I pull my middle mouse button left or right, it'll go either 100% prop pitch for engine braking or 0% for gliding. So I can dive on people without my engine on, so they can't hear me, without the spotting on this, or in squadron battles where it doesn't exist either. It's very fun. Yeah, it glides really well, and same with the TAU 152H1. I've actually jumped on Arados, climbing out of their base at speed. And for them not to do a defensive maneuver where they hear my engine, I just dive in with the engine off. and I just extend away with all my energy retention, and by the time the engine spools up, then I turn back on the prop pitch, and you don't damage your engine doing 0% prop pitch. These are fun fights, man. Oh, tiny bit of teleportation. Woohoo! And I also have a macro to do this while I'm dogfighting, so people are like, it's a mind game when you're playing in ARB. But it's either that, or they're wondering how is he able to control his smoke on and off while doing a dogfight like this. So it gets in their head. But yeah, I also make sure it's the white in the center, so yeah, it looks like it's damage. But it also serves a purpose. Oh yeah, I can do a continuous stream as well. I also have a button for a continuous stream. But this is also for when we're playing squadron battles and you don't know who's friendly and who's foe. It's my smoke to identify me. And it'll be very rare if anyone has the same setup. And it's actually SOS and Morse code with the on-off signals. It's quite entertaining to do, so. This is fun. I'm actually not doing much throttle dropping, I'm actually going to landing flaps a little bit sometimes. Oh. Yeah. Oh man, you're actually... Okay. That deserves to be recorded to show you how hard it is to read your aircraft with pings. I absolutely got shafted by it to know if I was going to end up in your sights or not. My wingtip got damaged, so I can't fly by keyboard now. That was a fun dogfight nonetheless. Okay. Oh, okay. That was very fun, and it was unusual because it wasn't even full rolling scissors, it was just strafing left and right. I have indeed. Trying to get the element of surprise before you can hear my engine out. Shot early. Yeah, that's why that's why I have my rudder on my mouse and my roll is A and D and my pitch up is spacebar, so I have access to all of them because that's where my fingers rest whenever I'm flying. This can hold its own. Now that was in a scenario where I had to jump on you, so I'm keeping my altitude now at this position, and I'll try my defensive. Still, you were doing quite a bit of teleporting after the verge when we crossed paths. Look for me still. Okay. You can see how this is very fun to learn how to spot targets and also keep them guessing where you're at. Oh man, that should have been... Oh! It said it was a crit. I'm going to do something involving mech this time if you gain the advantage. To see how it goes. I haven't done it yet in any of our fights. No, that's not the thing. It's only if you gain the advantage though. I'm not gonna screw the opportunity I've given myself anyway. Not quite. Watch this. What is it? Do you know what I did? That was 0% throttle, 100% prop pitch as an air brake with landing flaps and 100% radiators, so maximum drag to get back behind you. You can do the same in that plane, and I reversed XP50s doing just that. Yeah. That was entertaining, wasn't it? Do you want to do... Nice approach. Oh, you're Russian. I saw a star. Oh, this is my kryptonite in my British aircraft. Well chosen. Kazu can screw me up in the Russians when I take my British. So, but I haven't done it at this higher BR. I've done it in the 4.3s, so I'm curious to see how this goes. Fun, isn't it? Oh, up we go. Oh shit! Whew. Why didn't I shoot my cannons? That was very, very good now. That was a really good dogfight. Is that the Yak 3U? The Yak 3? That was close. I didn't commit into a dive, but I was wondering if I'd get away with it. That was risky, I'd say. That's just my machine guns. Okay, dokie. Spanos are my favorite to aim. Okay, I will take... What BR is that Yak 3? I don't even know. 4.0? Okay, hold on. Let me switch to 4.0. I thought you were in a higher Yak. Oh, sugar. Should we not typing? That's Doug, not he's. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you, Doug, because you're lagging all over my screen. I'm kind of past that now. To be honest, it's quite cancerous that. Oh wait. That was MTB. That wasn't you, Doug. How are you lagging on my screen? What the fuck? I thought it was Dougie. Jesus. I was lagging like crazy trying to shoot at MTB or track him. Does that affect the whole server? He's in a P40. Oh, nice. Pilot snipe. It's really hard to commit turning with a yak and a 109. That's so fucking hard. I tried them. Yeah. If you're just trying to do turns on the deck to ground pound, you can barely do it without thinking that the tree is your enemy. Yeah, I had to use terrain to avoid you killing me in one strafe. That was the tactic there that I had to use. But do you know these dogfights that are like particularly well matched, but not the norm for people to consider for a duel, to test what they are able to do? I want to put these into a document of where you just pair two particular aircraft, not generalize 109 versus P51s, because there's so many to choose from, but these exact aircraft, if we've had fun, it goes into the document as fun aircraft to duel. I should be spraying more, but I'm trying to be intentional with my shots. Well, I did start lower than you this time, but I used the mountain at the first strafe because I know your advantage. But it's not over until it's over. Except it is. I'll maintain my altitude anyway, just keep the... I'll make this though my last life, because I'm gonna have to hop off. But you like the idea that if we're having fun because we've traded kills to each other now, this has been quite balanced in terms of your skill sets in that plane to this, so it's definitely interesting to say the least, where you would recommend out of interest to somebody else to give it a go as well. But do you know the way some things are just brokenly at an advantage because of how they play? So exactly. So there's no point considering them when people want to say, hey, let's have a duel and learn how to play War Thunder and get better at it. You're not going to waste your time with stuff that isn't a real reflection on what's balanced or good in 1v1s. Yeah. Don't worry, man, I've already found you. I snuck up using terrain. Oh, that was a 37! That was a 1. That's the only 37 I shot at you that I fired.